Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reclamation, Reclaim the World. This is episode 49 of our Let's Play series for Minecraft Java. And in this episode, I'm going to walk you through the very basics of AE, and we're going to try to make a wireless connection thing so we can start emptying chests. Alright, so I was fiddling around doing this stuff while I was on Discord, and so I'm going to walk you through how to build this initial setup. So it's all rather easy. So the first thing you need to build is this energy acceptor, right? The reason why I should use the energy acceptor instead of the ME controller is because the ME controller needs to use the different faces for. Oh, I'm trying to think of how to explain this. So AE has channels. Kind of, you can think about them as being lanes on a highway. Okay? Some highways are one way. Some highways are... It doesn't matter which ways they're going, okay? What matters is how many lanes there are. Alright? So, each side supports, I think it's 8 channels. Pretty sure it's 8 channels. You gonna show me the... I guess not. So... Yeah, about Certus quartz and stuffers. Okay. Well, that's very simple. They didn't even make a on that. There it is. ME controller. Yeah, it was 8. Okay. By default, a network can support 8 channels. Once you break this limit, you'll have to add an ME controller to your network. This allows you to expand your network greatly. Smart cables will allow you to see how many channels are routed through your network. Use them extensively when starting out to learn how channels act, or if you have a lot of redstone or glowstone. Okay, so basically it's like lines on a highway, lanes. So let's look at this grid pattern right here on the floor, right? So let's just say this lane all the way to, say, right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, one more. And 8. Okay, so that's our 8 lanes. So let's pretend that this is a cable, a Fluix cable. Okay? So this is a physical representation of a Fluix cable. Redstone blocks are going to indicate things that take up a channel. Okay? So you can only have 8 things taking up a channel. Alright? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so say we have 7. We'll just have 1 channel left. Well, what if we have all 8 channels filled with something? Whether it's a machine, or a drive, or you know, this, I think the terminal itself actually counts as something. So this would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 channels. But this, the top of this is connected to this ME controller top. So this is on its own channel. This has these. So this is 6 channels. The energy acceptor does not count as a channel. Okay? So that's pretty much the way that ball bounces. You're going to want to hook your energy acceptor up to... You're going to want to hook your energy acceptor up to your Fluix cables. Don't put it onto your ME controller because your ME controller, each face of your ME controller actually can support 8 channels. But if you're not going to be like doing a whole bunch of stuff, then it doesn't really matter. You don't really worry about that. So to start out with, you're going to need to have the basics, right? So we need this ME controller that we made yesterday, and you're going to need an ME crafting terminal. You're also going to need this Fluix ME glass cable. Okay? You're also going to need these ME drives, and you're going to need a bunch of 16Ks, which are really, they're not really that difficult to make, honestly. Okay, so let's go over some of this. So we made this yesterday, so you guys know how to make that. You already know how to make the Fluix. I showed you how to make all the bits, the parts. So you're definitely going to need to make these 16Ks. So the 16Ks, you just got to make copious amounts of these 1Ks. Just like a whole bunch of them. You're going to need quartz glass, which is just glass and Certus quartz. You can get the dust by inserting it into the crusher. And while you're doing that, you should probably crush up some Fluix dust too, because you're going to need that also. So I was crushing it, so we have some. Okay? Alright, so once you have the 16K ME storage components made, I would suggest making at least 8 of them, but I made 16, so I already have 2 of them that are getting kind of full. But we have plenty of room to expand, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I've already dumped some of our stuff into here. So once you have those, you need to make your ME drives. Your ME drives are just engineering processors with some Fluix cables. So the Fluix cable is really easy. You make this quartz fiber, which is just regular glass with Certus quartz. And then you combine it with Fluix crystals to get Fluix cable. Okay? So the Fluix cable is what you're going to be using to connect everything together. So you should probably make a whole bunch of it because you're going to need it. We're not going to be going and putting terminals on all the levels and stuff like that. So, because we're going to try to make a wireless controller so that we don't have to go through all that hoopla. Okie dokies. Alright. So, once you have those in place, then you're going to need to make this ME crafting terminal. So the ME crafting terminal is a little complicated. The first thing you're going to need is you need to make an annihilation core and a formation core. It makes multiples. It makes 2 per craft. So it's the Fluix dust, Certus quartz, and a logic processor. And then this one is the nether quartz with the same ingredients. Okay, so you got annihilation core and formation. So creation, deletion, basically, which is what this does. When you put something into this system, it reduces it to bytes, and then when you bring it out of the system, it turns it into something physical. Okay, you following me here? All right, so once you have those made, then you're going to want to make an illuminated panel. Now I went with just a regular illuminated panel. That's some quartz glass with some glowstone, redstone, and iron ingots. I did actually make a few of them up, so in case we needed them for other things. So once you have that, then you're going to make your ME terminal. Okay. So your ME terminal is basically just this terminal, but without the crafting grid on it. All right. So you make this by combining the formation, annihilation, and illuminated panel with a logic processor, and you'll get that. And then you combine that with a crafting table and a calculation processor, and it will make your ME crafting terminal. Now your ME crafting terminal has to be placed on Fluix. So I'm going to show you how to place this. So the first thing you do is when you have Fluix selected on your bar, it puts this little white box. You can see that? That's where the Fluix cable is going to go. All right. So we're going to click him on there. All right. So that's our Fluix cable. Then you're going to take your ME crafting terminal and you're going to put him down like that. See that? And that's all you got to do. I had accidentally put one down right there. So, but he has to be attached to the Fluix cable, okay? You can't put him on the controller or anything like that. He has to be on a cable. Alright, and all of this has to be connected with the ME drives. Otherwise, you won't have access to them. The ME drives are what stores all your items. When you look at it, it'll show you some of the items that are stored on it. Okay? You can also set priorities for a drive. Not the individual disks, but the actual drive. So say all the stuff on here, I want to have a certain type of thing. Like this is going to be all building blocks or something. So I want it to search here first when it's putting things into the system or out of the system. So you can set the priority for that here. Okay? All right. So once you have this all hooked up like that, and you have this sense of how many channels you're using. So this face on this ME controller is using 1 channel, and this is using 6 channels. I do believe each ME drive counts as a channel. I'm actually not sure. The drive is a device you plug into your storage cells into in order to use them for the network storage. It has 10 slots, which each accept a cell. Oh, I thought it was 8. I guess it's 10. Well, anyway, I filled them. If for some reason you want to, you can push and pull the cells from its inventory with any item logistics like hoppers or AE2 buses. It can be rotated with a wrench, surge course wrench, which we haven't made. The cells on the drive have an LED on them which shows their status. Green is empty, blue has some contents, orange types is full, no new types can be added. Red, bytes are full, no items can be inserted. Black, no power, or the drive has no channel. Priorities can be set by clicking the wrench. I already showed you that. And here's the recipe. So these are all good to go. These guys are filled with the types already. See that? But they're not filled with the bytes. All right. So now that you know the basics, I don't think we're going to get into really super complicated stuff with this because, oh, I'm just really kind of ready to play something else. So let's see about crafting this wireless crafting stuff. So we're gonna need 2 of these things. Oh right, I have to make the little balls first. So we'll make 2 of these. And then we're gonna make 2 of these. And we're going to need some of the smart cable. I don't know how much I need of it. Hold up. So we want the wireless crafting terminal. That's what we want. So we want one of these. I have never actually done this before, so I think we're going to need a wireless connector. I don't know what that is. Let's see if the guide has any information on it, because I really don't know too much about the Okay, here we go. Wireless connector, wireless hub. We want to go wireless. ME wireless connector can link 2 networks like ME quantum link chamber, but with limited distances and can't cross dimensions. ME wireless connector only supports one-to-one connections. You need to use ME wireless hub if you want many-to-many connections. Okay, I'm not sure if I need that then. Link 2 wireless connectors that you want to link with the ME wireless setup kit, and you can link them together. So you can actually link together two separate ME systems, which could come in handy, I suppose. But I kind of want to just be able to access. Does it have a search function? Wireless terminals. Wireless terminals are portable versions of regular wired terminals. They have the exact same UIs as their wired counterparts except instead of slots for view cells, they have slots for upgrade cards. And in order to pair them with a network, insert the terminal in the right slot of the ME wireless access point connected to that network. The top right slot of an ME wireless access point. So it does have to have an access point. Okay. That's a connector. We need something called an access point. So let's see if we can find. Shifting code and access point. We're accessing points after all. Bingo. That's what we need. And we do not, I don't think we need that. We need that though. Wireless access point. So that doesn't look too darn complicated, does it? So let's just make one of these. And I need to make another one of these, which requires another one of these. Oh, so much easier. Okay. And then this guy is going to require a dense energy cell. Wireless crafting terminal. Oh wait, why is there 2 different recipes for this? This requires a wireless terminal. ME crafting terminal. Dense crafting terminal. Energy cells. So I need 8 of these things. Alright. So click him, click that. So easy. And then we're gonna make this. We already had the ME crafting terminal because I made extras. Okay, so now we have the wireless crafting terminal. And we can charge it up, I guess, right? Alright, now we haven't connected it. So we have to connect it to a wireless access point, which I don't know how that works. Tell me about wireless access points. Allows wireless access via wireless terminal. Range and power usage is determined based on the number of wireless boosters installed. A network can have any number of wireless access points with any number of wireless boosters in each one, allowing you to optimize power usage and range by altering your setup. It does use a channel. Also used to bind wireless terminals. So you have to have a booster. A booster. So do I just like, so I know I have 1 channel left on this. So if I just stick this right here and then I take this and I put it up here, now it's linked and I can see all of our stuff. Yay! Isn't that beautiful? It is, it is. I don't know if I want to put it there though. Hold up. Maybe I'll do this instead. I'll put it right here instead. Put it right there. So we got to reconnect it. There. All right. Super. So we'll just stick this guy right here. Like so. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice looking. I like that. Stick him in there. And now we can craft from anywhere in the base, and we can also insert from anywhere in the base. So that's excellent. All right, so let's put this stuff up, and we can put our cherry stuff back Our cherry stuff. Alright, well, I can fix that later. I'm just not going to do it right this very second. Well, we've got that done, so. I mean, it's going to be a work in progress adding everything to the network, right? Oh, right. I wanted to show you what I set up. So these are our empty inscribers to make the sub-combine. But this thing is really cool. So this storage drawer I have going all the way to our amethyst golems, because it turns out they are very prolific at making Certus quartz, because we have a butt ton. So let's go down there and I want to show you, because I was in shock. So I moved them, right? We had more space across from the aquarium than where they were currently at. So I basically moved the amethyst golems into there and I made them a little room and I added some golems. So we no longer have amethyst right here. They're in here, all contained inside this. Isn't that amazing? And they just stand here and harvest. And once they initially get these crystals growing, they really, really start producing. It's kind of cool, actually. I forgot to lock this. Come on, give me a crystal. Come on, give me a crystal. There. Isn't that so cool? So they'll just sit here and do this like forever. So we have tons of Certus quartz, and there's absolutely no reason at all for us to make Certus quartz seeds. Don't need to at all. So I just wanted to show you that because I was pretty happy with it. Once it starts rocking and rolling, then your worries are pretty much over. But yeah, I have a line that goes all the way up so that we are able to access the Certus quartz. Alright, so that is the preliminaries on this, and we have a wireless now, so I'm going to have to empty out all this chest and everything, but I'm not going to do it right now. Right now, I want to do that ritual. So we have a ritual that we got to be doing. And it's going to require a laputa. So we're going to have to go get the mats for this. So we're going to need some attuned stone charge crystal thingies, which I think I have some. I don't think I'm going to have to make them, but if I do, I'll just pause the video and make them real quick. Well, I have attuned. How do I make the charged versions? Because I don't remember. Okay, so you have to do a ritual to charge them, and it does require altar power. Of course it does. So it takes redstone, glowstone, quicklime, and wood ash. And of course I have to draw the circle. But that's fine. I mean, because like we're done with this down here, right? We're not going to be summoning guardians again, so it should be okay. Should be all fine. So let's go ahead and get out our room of amazingness. And this ritual for this Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna need to get up the circle magic, performing rites, binding rites, charging rites. So that's what we need. It's all white. So let's we can keep this one. We gotta get rid of the other ones though. Yeah, this guy is gonna have to be turned into a white circle. Okay. So let's go ahead and oh, that's too much. Did I do that right? I might not have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, of course I didn't. Because we like wasting chalk. It's a highlight of my day. Oh, no. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just 2. Like that. Okay. That's done. So we got 19. So we need 19 of everything. So we need 19 wood ash. 19 quicklime. And what was the other thing? Wood ash, quicklime, glowstone, redstone. Oh, actually, what am I doing? Out of range. Oh, we're gonna need some range stuff on it. Out of range, out of range. All right, well, okay. We'll get on that. We gotta make some range increasers. So I wonder if it'll let us like put them all down at once, because like I really just want to do this. I really just want to. Alright, we're done with that. Just keep the broom on us. Go throw the redstone back in there. And, okay. So, go back to these rituals. So, we're gonna need those, we're going to need a bunch of ethereal slates. I think I have a whole bunch. And we need some shards of Laputa. Why is that so much fun to make, or to say? Laputa. Okay, so let's run downstairs and make some Laputa. Not so sure I'm gonna do like all of these, but we have to draw the circle for each time we do it. I think. I think there's some way around that though. I think you can do globes, but empty biome globe. But it requires you to have the biome essence to fill them up. So that's not going to happen for right now anyways. Okay, shard of Laputa. We need earth and we need air. Let's just aim for like 6. Right? So those are endo flames. Do I want to use those? I mean, we don't really need them now, do we? We could just use those, I suppose. Or we could just make some floating flowers, I suppose. They're not going to stack, though. I mean, we have tons of endo flames and stuff. I mean, we would just use them. They're not going to get used for anything else anyway. So why not? So let's aim for 6 rituals. We'll do 6 of them, okay? That sounds pretty good. So we need 6 Laputas. So we need 6 earth. And 6 air. And stack of Gaia. I'm gonna need some prismarine crystals. And some dragonstone. I need some dragonstone. I don't know if I have any prismarine over here. Did I make prismarine flowers? I can't remember. Let's go check. I think I might have. Oh, I think I might have. Did I make them? Do I have the ability to make them? Maybe. Yes. So I'll take a couple stacks. Right. Those scoochies on back down here. And we'll make these up real quick. Floating Gaias, air, earth, dragonstone. Seriously, it doesn't count. Oh, it has to be mundane. Okay. All right. Guess we'll make some mundane flowers. I'll put these guys in here. want this. Go away. Alright. Got to make some mundane flowers. So there's 4, 5, 6. And I gotta make them all glowy and stuff. And then I'm gonna need some pasture seeds, and I'm gonna need some dirt. I got dirt around here somewhere, don't I? Okay. So, glowy flowers, dirt, pasture seeds. Okay. We are done with the mundane. So now we can make these laputas. And they don't stack. Alright, we got some laputas. So let's stick these in here. And we need 6 of these. I'll put the rest up here, I guess. We don't need gas spirits. We don't need that. Like that. What else? So I need 6 drops of luck, and I need all the crystals. So we're gonna need 6 of each of the crystals. Drops of luck. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and then we need. These are outside. This is going to use purple, red, and white. Purple, red, white. We're going to take 2 of each because reasons. And I'll take a fresh. I'll take a freshie on the gold one. Alright. Let's go get the remaining ingredients, and then we're going to pick where we're going to do them. I want to do them around the base, so. So we need ethereal. We're out of blood again because I haven't been out here. So we need 6 of these. And we need 6 ethereals. Reinforced. All right. That should be it, right? Oh, no, wait. Shoot. We need a whole bunch more ethereals. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Super. Oh. Go away. Alright. Let's go do this. Oh, I missed a pipe. Not sure how that happened. I'll just toss it in there. Alright, let's go see about this. So we don't want to do it, it said like 26 or something like that around our base, right? Of where we start the ritual. So oh, we're kind of like in a highly mountainous area. So this is all gonna be mountains right here. By default, probably. And of course we got a river. That might be far enough away, yeah? Right here? That might be. So let's go ahead and do a little terraforming. It's so nice to have a nice flat area. Aren't you guys excited? We're gonna bring the world back to life, guys. Hope it doesn't destroy all my torches, because that would suck. Guess we'll find out. Alright, we're gonna do it right here. Get rid of all these seeds. Alright, we're gonna need to draw our circles of amazingness. First circle of amazingness. 3. 3, 3, 3. Skips. 1, 2. So let's get out our... And we're going to put it right about here. Right. And then 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Like that. Like that. Like that. And like that. Well, might have to do a little bit more terraforming. Alright, so that's that. And then we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So skip 1, then 5. And it's red. Skip 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like that. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we gotta connect them together. Like that. All right, let's do this. So we're gonna need one of each one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not gonna work. It's gotta be in between. Oh, not the whole thing. Okay. And then we're gonna need 1 drop of luck, 1 attuned crystal, 1 laputa, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. Wow. Look at that. Okay. Oh, we recovered some stuff. That's odd. Wow, guys, look at what it did. Whoa. Okay, that was pretty neat. Not gonna lie, that was pretty neat. Let's see if it seeded things. Did it seed anything? I mean, there's like ores now or something. Yeah, it doesn't look like it produces ores. So it's just a surface thing. But still, that's pretty snazzy right there. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be. Wow. Okay. Dude, that's so cool, right? So it requires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And then we need one of these. And, oh, actually, give me that back. It actually gave me an attuned stone back. That's cool. And it's going to require a laputa, a attuned stone, a drop of luck. Alright, see what happens. Wow, that is so cool. All right. So it's actually giving us the crystals back. That's pretty awesome. So that is pretty neato, isn't it? So now I want to do this river right here. So I think we're gonna move over a little bit. So, gonna need that, that. That one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. And we need that, that. Oh, and the laputa. There it goes. Actual spawnable water. That's pretty cool. So this is... Well, it still says forest. It doesn't actually say river. So... Okay. Alright, I think we're gonna... I want to do the ocean, but I think maybe this is not working the way we think it's working. I think if we do this at the ocean, it's just going to call it forest. So, I think we should head on back and look at the quests. I wanted to do this all the way around the base, but honestly, this is kind of cumbersome, you know? And the chalk is not easy to make, so I think I am done with this. Let's go and check out, see what the quests say now. We got a couple of spots of prettiness, which is cool. So let's go ahead and head on back. Alright, so let's look at the quests, see what they say. So we completely finished this quest tree. So the next quest tree is called Visions of the Past, and it's a pretty short one. So we did this, Reclamation. You've done it! You reclaimed some small part of the world. Now, you just have to regain the diversity and surroundings you remember there once being. With the creation of reclaimed biomes, natural spawns can now occur. Drigmies, whirligigs, starbuckles can all rarely spawn in these biomes, as well as regular bobs. Okay. Now that you have a place where you can actually see the blue sky, you can bottle up the abundant biome essence in a specifically designed container. This biome essence can be used in rituals along with some extra reagents to terraform in a more direct way. Tip: you can collect essence in any living biome by holding right-click with a biome bottle. Crouching while you do this will fill all bottles in a stack. So it wants us to get biome essence. So we need an empty biome bottle. Do we want to do this? I mean, why not, right? We have a little bit of time. We can go do it real quick. So attuned stone charged. We have some left over. I stuck them in somewhere. So we can well, probably don't need that many, right? I don't know. We'll get 10 out, I guess. And then we can get some glass and make these bottles up. Okay. So now that we got here some bottles, we gotta go get this biome essence. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dump this stuff into the blood magic chest after we sleep. And we're gonna go get some of this. Alright, so over here where we can see the blue sky, it says. So right here. And we grab this and we go. Well, it said it would do the whole stack. Oh, there we go. You have to sneak. Alright, so there we got our biome essence. Now what? With biome essence, you can also perform more direct terraforming, turning their surrounding area into basic overworld biomes: forest, plains, river, beach, and ocean. Tip: check the terraforming section of your reclamation ritual to see how to perform the overworld terraforming rites. Okay. Oh, good lord. Are you freaking serious? There's no way, dude. It wants me to do all of these? Okay, they're gonna be easy, right? Not. Nether waste. That's actually in the nether. Crimson forest. I want to do the ocean one. There's river. Hold up now. There's got to be an easier way to do this, right? With some additional infusion, an attuned biome bottle can be turned into a biome globe. In essence, a portable directed reclamation ritual. Yes, we want to do that. These globes have 6 uses each and convert a radius of 12 blocks from where you use them. They'll convert blocks to their reclaimed versions, but they will not replace features like grass or trees. You'll have to do those yourself. These drain a lot of aura to make, it says. So how do you make the ocean one? So Reputa, kelp, nature's essence, and a watery biome essence. So to get watery biome essence, I guess you have to do the watery biome. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Alright. So we got a lot of work to do. We got to get all these essences, guys. So let's target this, okay? Now this is a mod pack, okay? Let's assume that our character lives in this world and is going to, for the rest of their life, work at restoring the biomes, okay? That doesn't mean that we have to restore every single biome, all right? We're just going to assume that our character has discovered how to do it, therefore our character will eventually do it throughout their lifetime, all right? So let's just focus on doing what we need to do. So it says we have to get a hellish biome essence, arid biome essence, lush biome essence, icy, watery, and mycelic. So we have to get one of each of these to do this. With all 6 types of attuned biome essence, you can combine them in a quite expensive ritual to produce the end portal. You'll still need to add Eyes of Ender to the frame, but once you've done so, you can finally enter the end. Tip: you can break end portal frames and blocks by right-clicking them with a frame remover. Are you serious? Do you guys realize how many portal frames we found in those, in that blood dungeon? I wonder if we can just build our own without having to do that. I don't know. That's kind of a shortcut though, isn't it? So we got to restore a hell biome. We got to restore mycelic mushroom islands. Watery biome essence. Deep oceans. So it has to have plutonium. Good thing we got tons of that, huh? The final essence you'll need is icy essence from snowy slopes. Okay, so we have to actually go and do all of these different rituals, basically, is what it boils to. So target it. So what we'll do is try to do 2 per episode. How about that? That sounds pretty good, right? So in the next episode, we will do hellish and I pinned it, and arid. We'll do hellish and arid. We have it over there at the side of the screen. So we're going to do nether wastes. I mean, we have everything to do this with. And desert. I don't know if I have everything to do this one. I'll have to look. I might have to make the focal lens. I don't know. And I don't know what the isolated materia is, so I might have to make those too. But that's your homework for today, guys. Your homework today is to get all the mats together to do the Rite of the Desert and to do the Nether Wastes. Alright? So have all the mats ready. At this point in time, you should be well versed in embers and all that, so you shouldn't have any problem whatsoever. It's probably going to require using that darn contraption to research it, but it's okay. So that's your homework for today. Get all those mats together. Oh, and also you might want to make some upgrades for the wireless crafting terminal because the range on it is, well, terrible. So anyway, that's going to be it for today, guys. We did a whole lot of stuff, and I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad you all came along. And look, we're bringing the world back. Isn't it beautiful? All right. Make sure you do your homework, and I will catch you in the next episode. You guys take care, all right? Toodles!